Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida, and we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the service center in California, US of A. Now, our NOA1 letter is dated April 18th, 2022, so we're into our 11th month. So I'm going to give you an update on K1 visa processing times for the last 2 months back, okay? The good news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that visa processing time is significantly increased, as in they're getting faster, which means USCIS is processing more visas, K1 specifically. Come on along and we'll talk about it. Now, I'm from the Panhandle here. I live in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach, and my beautiful prometida Karina is from Caracas, Venezuela, the mountains of Caracas, Venezuela, and the beach too. And she lives as a legal resident of Bogota, Colombia, the big city of 10 million people. And I've been to Bogota many, many times. I've lost count. And we have an apartment in Bogota, so I'm back and forth, back and forth. So I'm most fortunate, I'm pretty lucky to be able to spend this time with her. But this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is things are speeding up at USCIS, and I'm going to talk about the service center in California. So this is a February update, okay? Now, my research shows a massive increase in speeding up the processing times, and the backlog is getting cleared out. It's getting cleared out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, immigration update their processing times in the middle of the month. So I waited a week and just to make sure the data was correct. Now, in the past 4 weeks backwards, so go back to January to February 21st, okay, immigration at the service center in California has processed between 980 and 1,000 K1 visas, right in there with a margin of error of about 1%. So let's say 990 K1 visas have been processed in the last 4 weeks. Now this is a 16 to 18% increase from the month before that, okay? So the USCIS Service Center in California is now processing cases from November and December 2021, but primarily November, December 2021. Now USCIS will say that they process their K1 visas in the order they receive them. Well, let me say this, they do not process the visas in the order they receive them. Some K1 visas, okay, require more work than other K1 visas. Your K1 visa may be different from our K1 visa, okay? So they work the visas in a 3 to 4 month window. So if if they received all these visas in a 3 to 4 month window, they're going to process them in that window of time. Now, if you have less stuff to look at in your K1 visa than in our visa package, your visa will probably get processed a lot quicker. But you know, we loaded up our K1 visa because we wanted to have a successfully strong, approved, no RFE visa, boom, right off the bat. So K1 visas are being processed, okay, between 14 and 16 months, with a percentage in the 12 to 13 month window. Now we're in February, near March 2023. But it's between 14 to 16 months, which is the average that I calculated, which is in line with the USCIS website for processing times for the service center in California, which is 15.5 months. So let me go over some months with you. I'm not going to go over days, okay? We don't count days. Counting days will drive you absolutely insane. Don't count days. Please don't count days. But we'll go over some monthly data for you right here. So if you got an NOA1 letter in October, at the end of October 2021, okay, by this month, by the end of February or the beginning of March of next month, 2023, you're going to get your NOA2 letter, okay? Assuming that your K1 visa package doesn't get an RFE. If you got your NOA1 letter at the end of November 2021, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you should be getting your NOA2 letter by the beginning of April 2023. In the springtime, just around the corner, right around the corner. Now, if you got an NOA1 letter at the end of December 2021, you should be getting your NOA2 letter by the first week of May 2023 or earlier. Okay? And go ahead and subtract 2 to 3 weeks to receive your NOA2 letter from NOA1 letters received in the beginning of these months. Okay, so if you received NOA1 letter in the beginning of October, November, December 2021, then subtract 3 weeks from the months I just told you, the time frames. Okay, now we're going to head into 2022. If you got your NOA1 letter in January 2022, then you need to be looking, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you need to be looking for your NOA2 letter in the middle of May to the beginning of June 2023. It's not that much, it's not very far away, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If you got an NOA1 letter in February 2022, then you need to look for your NOA2 letter in June 2023. If you got an NOA1 letter in March of 2022, then you need to look for your NOA2 letter in July of 2023. And if you got your NOA1 letter in March of 2022, then you look for your NOA2 letter in July of 2023. And if you are like us, Diego and Karina, we got our NOA1 letter in April 2022. We are going to be looking for our NOA2 letter at the beginning of August 2023, which isn't that far away. You guys can do this, right? Yes, Diego. If you filed your K1 visa in May of 2022, got your NOA1 letter May 2022, then look for your NOA2 letter at the end of August 2023. And then if you filed through June through December, with 2022, it's about a 12 to 13 month turnaround according to the data that I'm figuring out. I'm doing the math. Okay, so if you filed your K1 visa and got an NOA1 letter in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, it's looking at a 12-month turnaround, not 15.5 months, which is good news for you guys, and we're glad for you. So it's speeding up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, more and more. And if, we're in 2023, if you file your K1 visa, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in October of this year, 2023, which is fiscal year 2024, I would say, and put it out, put my name on the limb out there and say you'll get your visa in between 6 and 8 months. Good news. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I had received a message in the YouTube channel to put out the February statistics and data, and to the young lady that wanted the information, I'm sorry it took a couple of days late, but like I said, I put out the information when I know what it is, and I have calculated it and added it up and subtracted it and divided it and did all the calculus. I'm just kidding, there's no calculus involved. But this video, ladies and gentlemen, is your channel. This is your YouTube channel to help you try to get through this K1 visa process, and you will get through this process. We promise you. 2023 is your year, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is your year. And Karina sends her best wishes to everybody. She says, relax, hang in there. You're going to get your visa, and we will see you soon, very soon, with your K1 visa in your hand on an airplane flying to the United States of America. And we can't wait for that day. And thanks for watching.
I'll be back.